C4 Lt4 unit circle trig. This is Miss Oshier.
And Miss LaHart.
And here we go.
All right. Oh, you gotta click it again. Looks like the picture's not popping up. All right, so unit circle. Radius is 1 unit.
1 unit, people. It's a unit circle, therefore 1 unit.
And that's what we practiced yesterday in
So
class,
pretty.
or today in class, whenever you watch this video.
Whenever it happened.
We're reminding you. So now let's talk about which one goes to which one. So if you think about it, if you put on that beautiful, like, coordinate right there, you pop up, I think if you click, I put a triangle up.
Look at that right triangle.
Okay, I think if you click again, there's my theta. So if you think
angle.
about it, the distance from that point right there is xy.
Yep.
Okay?
So X, Y. So X is the adjacent side to the angle, and Y is the opposite side to the angle.
So we're putting that in. We're putting that in. Now the unit circle, again, the hypotenuse of that guy would be 1.
So it's always over 1.
Okay, so that's why the sine of theta is equivalent to your y value. The cosecant is the reciprocal, which is 1 over y. And then cosine, remember, is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's going to be x over 1. And then secant, again, is a reciprocal, so that's 1 over x. Tangent is the opposite over adjacent, so that's the y over x. And then the cotangent is reciprocal. The tune. There's a tune. I don't know if it helps, but sine is the y, cosine's the x, tangent is the y over x.
Boom.
I don't know why I remember
I
that.
just add the boom at the end.
Yep.
I do have alphabetical. So C comes before S, cosine before sine, X comes before Y. So cosine goes with X, sine goes with Y. You do it whichever way you want to do it. We just try to provide you options.
You just have to know that the sine is equivalent to the y value, the cosine, and so on and so forth. We will not give you on these tests, so you will need to know them. So this day is all about practicing this beautiful information.
Just want to point out also tangent, Y over X. Think about where else you see Y over X in coordinate geometry, coordinate anything. That's slope, people. So tangent is the slope of this line on your unit circle.
Whoa.
Throwing that out there.
Let's talk about who's positive where.
Well, in the first quadrant, everything's positive. So, that would mean that both sine, cosine, tangent, everything. Because you have positive X and a positive
It's
Y.
a party in the first quadrant.
Now, in the second quadrant, you have to go left and up to get there. So you're going negative and positive.
Okay, I think, click. Oh, eventually I go through who's
Okay.
who. And then third quadrant, both X and Y are negative. And
Because
then
left and
fourth
down.
quadrant, X is positive, Y is negative.
Because
So what
right
does
now.
that mean? Who's positive where? Everyone's party in the first. Second, the only people that are going to be positive are sine and cosecant.
I just want to sing party in the first quadrant. I like it. Okay.
Negative over negative means that the only people that will be positive is tangent and cotangent.
Because when you divide a negative by a negative, it's in fact positive.
And then cosine is and secant will be positive in the fourth. Now you can remember it, I think, if you click again, I've got A, S, anything popping
It's
up?
here somewhere.
Uh-oh. All suckers.
Here we go.
Where's the letters, though?
I don't know.
Oh, there they are. So there should be an A and then S,
S,
T,
T,
C. All suckers take calculus. All suckers take chemistry, whatever works for you.
See, my math teacher's name was Tim Connolly, so he said all-star Tim Connolly.
Okay, there
Just
she
wanna throw
goes,
that
getting
out
red
there.
in the face again. Love Mr. Connolly. So, all right,
Oh, look
so
at
now...
love right there. Okay,
Love for
define the
reference.
value of the trig function of any non-acute angle. You just need to find the trig function. Okay, so what we're doing is we're using 210 to go back to one of those reference angles.
Yep.
30, 45, or 60.
Yep.
So we need to figure out.
Who's
I just
positive
saw an
where?
A go somewhere. I think it's in white stuff.
Oh, that's why it's not... Okay,
Yeah.
so 210, sine in 210 is going to be negative. So first we're going after who's positive where first,
So we're in 210. We're here
So that's negative.
because sine.
Oh, we're just finding who's positive
We're
or
just
negative.
finding who's positive or negative.
Secant, 600. Oh, geez. 360. And then 360 minus 600 would be 240.
240. So we're here.
So we're here.
So
and that's going to be negative.
Because secant is a reciprocal of cosine.
Yep. Cotangent of negative 135. So there's negative 90. Negative. So we're in the third quadrant. Cotangent would be positive.
Because, oh, there we go.
Yep.
Lots of white words going in the white. So it's positive. There we go.
Okay, so
Perfect.
now let's actually evaluate these beautiful things using our unit circle. So 210. So I'm zooming in on 210. Sine is equivalent to the y value, so really you just have to write negative 1/2. Boom,
Look
done.
at that.
Secant, again, you have to you gotta find the angle that it's in, so 240. So secant is 1 over x. Okay, So 1 over 1/2, you got to be able to work a complex fraction. That's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, which is just 2. So -1 times 2.
And guys, if you just remember that secant is the reciprocal of cosine, you can just flip it.
Yep.
So just flip the fraction.
Okay. Cotangent of -225. So -225
sorry.
in is equivalent to positive 135. Okay. So then it's the x over the y value, which this gets a little hairy because we got radicals in it. But if you have the same radical over the same radical, you get 1.
Boom. And it's negative.
Okay. Now we're switching to radian degree, but again, you should know how to handle that. Cosine is the x value. Hold on. So then you would just write the x value is radical 3 over 2.
Look at us go.
Negative pi over is a negative 480.
Okay, and then from there we have to go and get -120. So now that we have the reference angle, we know that we're at positive 240, and we are doing cosecant, which is the reciprocal of sine. So I'm going to look to my y value at 240, which is negative radical 3 over 2. I'm going to flip
snap.
it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, think back to radical. We cannot have a radical in the denominator, so you are going to have to remember how to rationalize, which just means multiply top and bottom by that radical. Okay, radical 3 times radical 3 is just 3, so we got rid of it. So that's equivalent to -2 radical 3 over 3. Those are the hardest ones you're going to get.
Yep,
are the ones where you have to fiddle with radicals. Other than that,
look at you go.
there you go.
Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in class.